Hello everyone, we are on Survey Thursday. And first, the results of last week's survey. So most people said, listen, if the guy wants to lay in his own aliyah, no harm done. At the end of the day, it's his minhag to lay in his own aliyah. That was the original custom, and we can't stop him from doing it. However, in this particular case, there was a very visible minority, namely it was a close vote, that said no. If you're going to do that, then either everyone lanes their own aliyah or everyone doesn't. If you go ahead and only let one person, then he basically boasts, I know how to lane, and all the people before and after me didn't. So I throw it out there. It's a visible minority, and from this perspective, I would be sensitive to the point, but indeed, the point of view that said, let him lane, did win out. And now for this week. We're going to deal with a very touchy issue today, which I think could be very well defined by what you hear now in the following video.
שברך שסודם אדם שלום יברך את יעקב בית אז בדנו למזוב בעבור שבא בצלבור ובבור מויס חז יויס חז איז קובי מנגד לתור ולכו מייסים טויבים
So as you can see, the Gabbai tries to say Mishaberach and everyone says Shah. And that's exactly approximately what happens in Shul. If I can quote one of my dear Rabbeim, Rav Ezra Big Shlita, he says, hopefully there's two that listen to the Mishaberach. The one that you're saying Mishaberach for, and hopefully God. In other words, Mishaberach is something that on the one hand does give a lot of honor to the person coming up and getting the aliyah, but on the other hand, doesn't mean much to most of the congregation. And the question is, should we continue this practice? Mishaberach for every single person getting an aliyah? Regarding these two issues, there are halachic problems involved, which we won't deal with, but I'll just put them out there so you should know. Mishaberach's A could be petition on Shabbos, and number two, you're basically saying to God the following. In the schut, because this person got an aliyah, then he should get this, that, and the other thing. We don't work that way. Actually, it's absolutely prohibited probably to work that way. There's only one mitzvah in the Torah which you can make, quote-unquote, a deal with God, and that is tzedakah. With tzedakah, God says, test me. In other words, if you give tzedakah and I don't make your life easier, you can come to me with complaints. So with regard to tzedakah, if a person makes a mishaberach and says, I'm going to give X, Y, and Z, then you could say, ba'avur zeh, he should be blessed. But just because he got an aliyah, he said two brachos, that's problematic. So therefore, the survey is very simple. A, should we continue the personal mishaberach for each and every person? Should we continue mishaberachs or eliminate them, or maybe one mishaberach at the end for all the olim? Looking forward to your vote.